I actually remember what I was doing when I first heard this album. I had heard NWA off of like one of the Spotify short things, and because they were like really new whenever I like started using them. I think they had just got added, and I seen NWA, and I listened to the whole song, really liked it, and I was like, this Lucky Day guy, he could be one of them ones. I want to listen to him somewhere. I really like his part on this song, and Lil Durk's is great too. So I go to Candy Drip, the album, and I immediately realize that it becomes one of my favorite albums. Like immediately off the first listen. Now, if you know me, I'm a sucker for love music. I don't know if it's where I'm in like a very happy relationship now, or I don't know if like I'm just now noticing it, but I've always loved love music. I don't know why. Just I like it. I like the lyrical content and when it comes to that, especially when it's good lyrics and like the production's nice and it just feels heavenly. I love that about this album. Before I get into the rest of that album, I actually just released a Patreon. If you would like to go view the membership and go look at that, link will be in the description. I'm also dropping a new song on the 31st. You can hear a snippet on the Patreon, or you can be patient, wait for it. Pre-save link will be in the description. Or in the comments, actually, not the description, my bad. First of all, like, obviously, the most important part of an R&B singer is their voice. And I love Lucky Day's voice. It's very unique. He obviously puts auto-tune on it, and it kind of makes it sound higher pitched than it actually is. I love whenever he actually uses his natural voice to sing a lot more, honestly. The song Frickin' Sound, obviously I don't cuss on this channel, so you know what I'm trying to say. But he uses his actual natural voice on that, his deeper voice, and it sounds really good. I don't want to say it sounds better than other songs, or like the way his voice sounds on other songs, but I do wish he would have tried to do that more. It's not a complaint, and it doesn't take away from the album. I'm just saying, like, I wanted more. You know what I'm saying? I want more of that voice. However, it is a nice, like, makes it different from other songs. So I can't fault it too much. Another thing is the production. The beats feel so heavenly. Like, it feels like I'm sitting in the clouds, Beautiful beats like that. Like I said, always been a sucker for love music, music for women. I love the album themes about love and trying to get someone who just won't have you. One of the reasons I love Over so much, besides the sample, besides the production, besides like the way his voice sounds on it, is the lyrical content of it. Like I keep trying and you keep tricking me into giving you all this attention and giving you all my effort, and then you're back to running away. We're doing this over and over again, as the song says. I love that. Like the first time I heard that, it was crazy. It was beautiful. It was music to my ears. No duh, Caden, genius. But wow, that was stupid. Anyway, like I said, the lyrical content of that, the lyrical content of the Cherry Forest. Him being in that love place, hence the Cherry Forest. The freaking sound, like all I want to hear is you do that. That's all I want to hear. You keep walking around and all I want to do is smash, That might make me sound nasty. I don't care. I love music like that, It's like Urge, It's like, it's almost like he's making music about like his intrusive thoughts almost, or like his conscious about a relationship almost. Which, I don't know, like, albums like that, I love it, and I feel like Lucky Day, in terms of that kind of sound, and that kind of content, and that kind of theme, I should say, that concept, I feel like that's might be the best album I've heard, like, him do that. I'm not saying there's not better ones that I haven't heard, but out of what I've heard, this is it. This is also probably I think when I did that top 10 album video, this was the only one that wasn't hip-hop. Or like, R&B is hip-hop, but like, you know what I mean, like it wasn't rap, because Lucky Day doesn't rap on this album. He raps for like 30 seconds on that intermission. He ain't even rapping, he's kind of just talking a little faster. I know I think Slime and B was on that album, on that video though, and that technically had Chris Brown, so he wasn't the only R&B artist, but obviously Chris Brown's tapped into rapping more and more often, you know what I'm saying? Songs I've mentioned, Cherry Forest, Frickin' Sounds, Over, NWA, and Guess are amazing songs, It came in a great moment in my life, too. Like, I think I just broke up with somebody, or it hadn't been long, and it kind of came into it, which I got that whole, like, I can't have you sound. But now when I listen to it, it honestly just puts me in a fantastic mood because I can listen to more of, like, freaking sounds, or I can listen to Sherry Forrest, or I can listen to, honestly, NWA kind of fits in that a little more, even though NWA is more of, like, the hit of the record, you could say. I know this album has a deluxe edition, and honestly, it's good. I'm not going to say it's bad, but I feel like the album is more complete without those songs on it, because obviously it's a deluxe edition. You can't, it's like bonus songs, you know? Whenever I listen to a project and the bonus song is at the end, I kind of don't necessarily include it with the whole concept because it's a bonus song. It's just thrown in there for you. It's like a cherry on top of the cake. You know what I mean? So with the deluxe version, I kind of just viewed it as like just an extra batch. I think it's 4 songs. It's just an extra batch of 4 songs. I do think if they were like thrown into the actual album, it wouldn't have benefited it in any way, which I guess that means they excelled at their purpose of what they were supposed to do. But, you know, I don't really go back and visit them. I do like the NWA, like, I don't remember if it's a solo version or if it's just an extended and he has an extra verse in it. But it don't sound bad. Like, I do prefer, like, the actual NWA song, but it's not bad, you know? It just, like, it makes me feel like I'm laying in a rose field with my heart eye sunglasses, you know? That is how this album makes me feel, and I love it so much. It makes me feel better about myself, makes me love my relationship even more in this weird way. It does a lot for me. I feel like I could connect to it on some level. I haven't heard Lucky Day's newest project. I know off of the singles he dropped for it sounded very different from this one, which excites me because besides that album, I don't think I've listened to anything else Lucky Day. Besides, I like that single that he did for the, the Magic Mike movie. But besides that, I haven't listened to anything Lucky Day, so I'm excited to get into this new album. I think it's called Algorithm, so I might do a review for it. I might not, depending on when it came out. I don't know yet. But stay tuned. Check out the Patreon. Subscribe if you want to. You know, do all that good stuff. You know, typical. I'm struggling to end this video. Holy crap.